All all right, all right, all right. Good evening, y'all. This is Miss Shirley trying to get myself together. This Shirley OG Gardner, Cleveland, Ohio, Zone 6B. Thank you and thank you all for coming in this evening. I appreciate you. And if you're watching the replay, please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. And also like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification button so that you will be notified of any new videos I might upload. Hey, Mike. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jeanette Cruz, and thank you for stopping in. My Renaissance grandma. Hello, hello, hello. Man, it's been a long day here. I don't know about the weather where you live at, but here today, the winds have been high as what? There's a huge pine tree next door. And when I looked out the window, I didn't even see the pine tree. That's how strong the winds are. And it's got to be close to 50 feet high. And it had bent over. Now, as I walk back past my dining room window, it's snowing. Now it was 72 degrees and 74 for the last 2 days. Then the temperature dropped 28 degrees and now it's snowing. So, for the ones who didn't know, I was in the hospital for pneumonia. And this is why. This crazy weather. I couldn't believe it. This is just too much. Hey, Antia. Hey, you in here early tonight, so I know you'll be leaving out. Yeah, I was watching your short today too. And you know, you can make some of the funniest faces on your shorts. You just so cute. I'm gonna miss you so bad in April. While y'all down there partying and staying warm, I'm gonna be here like a little kid, like pouting that I can't go to Savannah this year. But like you say, next year I'll be rocking. I'll be ready to do the crip walk and everything, boots on the ground, and you name it, I'ma claim it. So yeah, this has been a long day today. After physical therapy yesterday, he worked me over real good because last week I was in the hospital, so I didn't get any PT. So he played catch up yesterday. Whoo! I had to come home and pack my knee with some ice and pack it up. So yeah, I know something missed. I was like, wait a minute, I can't see. Put your eyes on so you can see what's happening. Oh, hello. There y'all go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Indiana backyard gardener. Hey. Girl, I was so tickled pink. Yeah, in the video I did yesterday of my elderberry cuttings. Yeah. Ooh, thank you. And I put them in water, gave them a fresh little cut and put them in water. Next year we'll be getting it. That's right, girl. We're gonna be throwing down. We're gonna be running everybody out there, and ain't nobody gonna want to stand up there. Yeah. Yeah, Jeanette. Oh, you and your husband going? Jeanette cruising. Say, is his hair gonna be blue? Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, hands full. That's all right. You listen. You're good. You're good. Yeah. So uh, I'm trying to stay positive. So, like right now, y'all ain't gonna believe I'm hurting like all get out. Oh, my knee in this weather, it just isn't adjusting fast enough. The doctor told me I wouldn't have any more problems with arthritis in that knee because they scraped all of that out when they put me in the new one. But I was like, what about the rest of my body? You know, my left knee still got it. I got bursitis in my shoulder, bursitis in my hip. It's hot one day, cold the next, then it rains, then it's wind, and now it's snowing. So my body don't know if it's coming and going. But that's all right though. You're gonna be all right. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner, how are you, hon? Yeah, this weather's bipolar. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh no, I know not to plan out. That's why I did my little quick one. Joshua, I did say hi. You just didn't hear me. I saw you, sweetheart. Backyard garden. Flo. What's up, baby? Nice to see you in here this evening. Yep, happy to see all of y'all too. Yeah, so I went out on the porch for a hot minute and I planted up my fig, yeah, cuttings that I had, and I filled up the rest of my little jars to do some winter sowing. So and I watered them. So all I need to do now is really drop some seeds in it, take my duct tape and label it, and sit it outside. I don't have to take it all the way out in the garden. I can sit it out here on the porch with the crazy weather we have. This turbinate's running me nuts. This was gifted to me by PIA, and I love it because when I'm having a bad hair day, which is just about every day now, yeah, that's much better. I feel better. All right, wait a minute. Let me get it straight. And it goes with my lipstick. Okay. All right. Feeling much better. Yeah. Oh, them ads. That's all right. Let them ads run. I need the paper. I do. When I'm in other people's lives, I'll be like, I want to click, skip ad. Then I was like, I keep hearing them say, yeah, please let them run. If it's too long, they say jump out. But if they them short ones, let it go. So that's what I've been doing, jumping in on let the short ones run, and then the long, if they get too long, then I hit the skip. Uh, these bones don't know what to do with this crate. Yeah, they don't. They don't know if they're coming or going. 1 minute I'm feeling okay, then the next minute, yeah. I just try to take, when I take my pain medication, I just hope it hits every spot that's got a pain in it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I just take one day at a time. And like today, my leg is really sore, my knee, and it's really stiff. Was 4 minutes. Oh my goodness. What was they selling? A house, a car, the whole neighborhood? Good grief. Whew. Yeah, they try to get it in though. And that's a shame. I remember when we was growing up, you didn't get a ad, but maybe every 45 minutes and to an hour. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate you. Yeah, I kind of fake it till I make it. And so my when I went for my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, I saw the PA. I didn't see the actual doctor. Who's that? Renee? Renee Hall. Thank you, hon. Glad to see you. Well, I can't see you, but I see your thumbnail. I'm glad you're in the chat. And he said, you wasn't refilling my pain medication anymore. And he was like, no, I'm not. I was like, yes, you are. And he was like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, we not gonna do that. Hey, PIA, how are you? I'll be in the bushes and watch my granddaughter Mimi right now. That's okay. Do what you got to do. Yeah, take care of your family. They come first. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here in the YouTube streets. Thank you, Joshua. And so we was going back and forth. Then he said, I'll give you 20 more pills, and then I'm going to put it in your chart that we had this discussion. And I looked at him. I was like, do what you got to do. But I know there's other pain medication. If you don't want to give me that particular one, there's 1,000 more other pain medications I can get. And actually, I don't want to see him anymore. If I can't see my surgeon, I don't want to see I don't want to see that fool. I'll put it like that. Because my sister was with me, and even she got an attitude. I was like, some of these so-called doctors or wannabes don't know what a bedside manner is. And I was like, excuse me, young man, let me tell you something. I said, I retired from this job. So I know how it should go. I know how people should act. And I know what I can and cannot have. So, he tried to cut me off and I cut him off. I said, this is my appointment, not yours. So he had to be quiet for a minute and listen. So I was like, that's all right. I won't see you again. It's a 45-minute drive out to his office. That'll be the last 45-minute ride to his office. But anyway, the topic tonight is, how does the weather affect how you grow your food? Yes, indeedy. Like right now, everybody's complaining. I was watching my Renaissance grandma, how all your buckets and stuff was being blown over on your deck and what have you. Everybody was showing umbrellas that got sucked up out the ground and stuff that was blown and thrown around. And how we prepping for these heavy winds. Hey, G Mama grows hard in the garden. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, thank you, Mike. Yeah, I was like, I rode 45 minutes to get out here, and you keep cutting me off. I was like, I actually told him to shut up. And that's one time my sister did nudge. Normally my sister would nudge me. She's my baby sister. She didn't say nothing that day. She was salty with him too. I was like, listen to what I have to say before you start preaching. And then he had nerve to tell me to get rid of my physical therapist. I said, you done lost your mind. I was like, all right. So when I went to physical therapy yesterday, I told my physical therapist, he said, what? He said, he told me to get rid of you because you didn't know what you was doing. He was like, okay, thank you for telling me. Yeah, this weather's crazy. Mike, what is it like in Minnesota? I know you last year you got warmer than what we did in Ohio. You was up in the 90s and we were barely trying to get out to 45s and 50s. So yeah, it's trying to snow out there now. Like I said, it was like 72, 74 degrees yesterday. That's why I was out on the porch doing a video. I thought it was a beautiful day. Now it's trying to snow. So it's dropped. It's 36 degrees and cloudy is what my computer is saying. Yesterday was 74. Yeah, that's why I got sick. I finished my antibiotics and my chest do feel better. Y'all, let me tell you, excuse me, pneumonia. Oh, I don't know where that came from. Pneumonia isn't any joke. Ooh, it's 40 degrees. Okay. Shoot, you actually warmer than we are. And it felt like somebody had a steel toed boot between my breastbone and was grinding it like this into my back. That's how bad my chest was hurting. And my back too. I'm so glad when they clear all that up. Whew, I feel so much better. Whew, tell you, getting old ain't easy, and getting over something is even harder. It takes you longer to regroup and get it together. And this weather affects us in so many ways. It affects us in our mood swings, mental and physical. Renee Hall says 40 here in Detroit. Okay, y'all, you right above us. Yeah. But maybe snow this weekend. Shoot, Mike, it's snowing out there now. Oh, Indiana said it was snowing this morning. Yeah. See, this weather's crazy. Some days, I think it was Miss Patty too. She was showing us the high winds, and someone else was showing us the heavy rains and the thundering and lightning. It's crazy everywhere. Ooh. All right, it's cooler in Indiana. No, pneumonia don't come to play. No, it don't. Yeah, it don't. It didn't. It's all up in my chest. Oh, my Renaissance grandma. I thought somebody just didn't like me. I was like, what did I do to deserve this? And I try to be health conscious. I try to keep myself how you say early prevention on everything. So now they sending me to see a cardiologist because they did an echo of my heart. And they said it was a cloudy space and they didn't like. So now I got to go see a cardiologist. So I was like, really? I was like, growing old ain't for sissies. Yep, I'm ready for the real spring. Well, I know that's right, G Mama. And he said, had a tornado less than 10 miles from me yesterday. Ooh, girl, that's scary. Them high winds ain't no joke. Yes, indeedy. Yep. I'm really ready for the real spring weather. And you know what? When we get spring in Ohio, sometimes we'll get 2 weeks of spring and then it jumps straight into summer. Yeah, lots of damage. Those high winds, they get to throwing stuff from one neighborhood to another. You can find your umbrella neighborhood 4 or 5 miles or more away. Yeah, it ain't this weather ain't no joke. So for the ones who are still able to get out there, like I'm always watching CC Texas Garden, her out there planting stuff, and Miss Linda New Orleans Gardner, Bammett, seen him out there, and I love watching Jamaica. She was out there planting kale, So some of you guys states and temperature is conducive for you to start growing and putting stuff in ground. Even though a lot of you guys have started planting inside and your seedlings are big enough to put in the ground, you're still able to do that. Whereas all we can do here is start stuff inside and just hope that by the time they get too big to keep them up, potting them that third time, that they can be taken outside and put in the ground, or at least taken outside a couple of times to harden off. I did some milk jugs. Yeah, I got water jugs. I got so many, I drink a lot of water. Like I got about 3 or 4 bottles of water sitting right here. And I got the pitcher from the hospital full of water. And so I'm constantly drinking water all day. So I just took a bunch of them and filled them full of dirt, took my soldering iron and put holes in the bottom. And I got some duct tape. Who's that? Laura's Garden. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for coming in this evening. Good evening, everybody. Oh, Psalms 146. Hey, Psalms, guess what? The same day I got discharged from the hospital, the bench showed up and I Hopefully, if I can, I'm gonna take it to the girlfriend tomorrow. Cause since I have been sick, I didn't want to infect her. Her husband is a little under the weather, and they're both in their 80s. So I'm not trying to give them nothing they don't need. So as soon as I'm feeling better, I'm gonna take it over to her. I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you so much for your generosity. Really. Hey, Gloria Elliott, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. uh, I planted some coneflower, different colors in the ground. The cold will do it good. Yeah, my coneflower, I need to deadhead it, but normally I leave the coneflower because I have finches, and the finches love the seeds. And I have so many leftover seeds for my coneflower. I don't, mess with it. I just let it. So there's a few heads out there, and I'll break it off and clean it out. And you got your garden. Yes, 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 I did. I got the garden bin. She came Friday. I was pulling up. My sister was driving. We pulled up in the driveway. I said, "Why is the screen door half open?" And so my neighbor upstairs, he grabbed it and brought it upstairs because I'm on the second floor and I couldn't pick it up. My sister couldn't pick it up. So he brought it upstairs and set it outside my back door. So yeah. So I got it. Yeah. So I called my neighbor. Well, she's a girlfriend too, good dear friend. I called her daughter and said I got, a surprise for your mom. And tomorrow, I want to see if I can give it to her. And a get well card for her husband. So she said she'll call me back. So I want to do a video if she lets me, showing that she got it. I leave my sunflowers for the birds every year. Okay, that's nice. You mean tell me the squirrels don't beat the birds to the seeds? Well, the birds can fly over to, and the squirrels got to scramble. It is truly is more blessed to give than to receive. Yeah, it is. It is. And it always comes back to me, regardless of how many times we turn it over. It's the thought that counts. And I'm just thankful between you and Andale that it has arrived. And soon as I'm a little more energy, I'm gonna take it over there too. I told her I got something for her. I just didn't tell her what it was. Because we're always helping each other out. Yes, thank you so much. Drop MS. What is it? I'm not sure if it's hashtag MSOG. Which one is it, Dolores? Do you remember? To see if my Nightbox still likes me. Garden is great. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you. Yeah, good to see you in the chat tonight. I appreciate it. I do. Garden is great at saying hello to me and everybody else. It's amazing how dry your mouth gets when you're talking constantly, that you get that dry mouth. That's why every time you see somebody that got something to sip on, it just seems to take all the juice out your mouth when you talk constantly talking. But for all you guys in these different states, what do you think about the weather? How's it affecting you from working out in your yard? Oh, thank you, Indiana. I appreciate that. Dolores, is it just MSOG or is it hashtag or is it the other one? I don't know. I don't remember. I thought it was hashtag MSOG. But we're going to find out. Mike, you the man. You can go ahead and you got too many S's in there, and it's just MSOG. Trying to give me extra letters. I want to see something. Turn my antenna. No, I don't want that. Okay. No. I'm, I'm still trying to learn how to work this stuff here. Hashtag MSOG, night by on strike. Doggone it. The days I have free to get outside, the weather doesn't cooperate. Yeah, that's just it. You ought to see me. What is that? Exclamation mark, MSOG. Try that. Yeah. Try a little bit of everything. We'll find out one way or another. If it drops it. I know it used to be just MSOG. I know mine, but we dealing with Nightbot. Nightbot got his own mind about how things should happen and how things should go. He got the nerve to be particular. I'm trying to see. Did somebody leave me a message? Oh, that's a neighbor from California. All right, I had to talk to her later. Oh, Nightbot and Dale. Oh, okay. There goes the little. Okay. So exclamation mark MSOG. All right. Woohoo! Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you because we had to fight a long time. That's it. Exclamation mark MSOG. All righty. Oh, there goes Jeanette. Look at y'all. Ah. What some say? They making the weather crazier than a road lizard. The biggest effect it has had on me is to make me do more inside. Yeah. Yeah, because you can't go outside and do it. Yeah, you should have seen me. I was so desperate to look at my garden in the lot, a door over from me. When I got out from physical therapy, I'm on my walker because one of the things broke on my rotator, and I'm lifting it and rolling, rolling. And I just had to see if my trees, my fruit trees, had started budding already. My my peach trees and my apple trees. And I was like, no, no, it's too early. It's only March. We still got a whole month of April because last year we had two blizzards back to back in April of last year, and it killed a lot of my buds. So, hey, old dog, what's up? Yeah, that's the day, and I hope it stays this way for a minute. I just put out cabbage and lettuce starts with my other veggies in the greenhouse. The weather is really fickle. Oh yeah. Thank you, Mike. Yep. It's yeah. Exclamation mark MSOG to drop your link. Mary, grow with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the blessings. Yes, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Did she leave? Oh, she did. Okay. Annie was behind me. I guess I'm making too much noise. She wants to go sleep somewhere. I put another cover on the couch and kind of find out she got the nerve to be bougie. There was one spot that she kept sleeping in, and so it got flattened. So I took it off to wash the blanket, the orange blanket I had on here, and I put on this clean one. And she came up and sat down, and I was like, "Oh, you was waiting on me to put a clean sheet on there." I was like, "Well, I ain't do nothing." Bougie cat. All right. Hey, hey, what's up, Bammit? My brother from another mother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got your email. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Odom. We're gonna call you Odom DJ. DJ Odom Odom. Oh, ooh, 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 dog. Over there throwing down tunes like he got a record label. Go ahead on. Yep. Just a little bit. And a lot. Thanks, Mike. Oh, all right. That disappeared. I went to Menards today for drain cleaner. $50 later, I came out with all types of stuff and a peach tree. Girl, let me tell you, I didn't know Menards was next door to the clinic where I went. And same problem: peach, pears, plums, blueberries, and yeah, everything blooming ahead of its time. And as my sister was getting ready to pull up on the freeway, I saw a Myers, no, Menards. And I was like, no. And she was like, I'm not stopping. I was like, I was so mad. Yeah, my daffodils and hyacinths is starting to push up. IBGC's 9 cents at Menards this week. Mike, you just had to say that, didn't you? Everybody limiting my outings since I'm, over this pneumonia. They don't want me to recatch it. I was like, please, I'll bundle up and put a mask on. I was like, y'all killing me. So I've been grounded like I'm two. You can't do that. You can't go anywhere. And I was like, really? So yeah. But I'm gonna sneak out of here Saturday. They don't know about that one. I got my friend. He gonna come and get me because I want to get one of those really big bags of pot and soil that they got at Costco and see what else little stuff they got there. So I got a man that's gonna take me and he gonna pick all that stuff up and load it up, unload it for me. And by the time they find out where I'm at, I'll be back at home. Oh, I gotta get it while the getting's good. Oh, wellness with Frugal Mama. What's up? Hello. Enjoyed you this morning. Yeah, and you're right about that stretching. When I get a good stretch in, if I'm able to, it does loosen up and put some cushion air pockets in between them vertebrae, and I do feel better. Uh, but I didn't get to yellow bush meat. Lord have mercy. Yeah, when we get our eyes and start seeing stuff, don't say sale or markdown. It was another young lady I was watching. I don't remember her name. She's new to me, and I haven't seen her that often. And she was going through the stores, like all the big box stores, and showing you the pricing difference and how much more you could get for your money. I was in Menards yesterday. Finally got bok choy lettuce and got a contractor tray too. Yeah, yeah, those are nice. I grow my greens and stuff in those. Greens roots don't necessarily go that deep, and if you get the bigger one, now the smaller one you can use for lettuce and small carrots, but the big ones you can use for collards and mustards and turnips. Now I've gotten some nice sized ones. I could spend hours in Menards. Oh, please. I got some old videos that I've done in Menards. Not only spend hours in Menards, you can spend every dime you got in your pocket. You'll be looking up your checking account when you go in there and your credit card just to see. Sammy Joe, hey baby, how are you? Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of jail for a while. That's why I called the hospital. And they had me on lockdown. I couldn't sleep. Man, every 5 minutes they was coming in there, taking my temperature, my blood pressure. Oh my goodness. I I had what they call them the vitals. And I was like, oh, I want to sleep. But the nurse one day said, you were sleeping so tough, I didn't want to walk away. Yes, like, thank you. I was so exhausted. Deborah, thank you. Yeah. Glad to be seen, sweetie. Believe me. Mike said, listen in the bushes a bit, making stew. That's all right. Do what you got to do. You got a wife you got to take care of, as well as yourself doing that night shift. A lot of times, Mike, I see you with Sifting with Soul or Georgia Peach Nut. And sometimes I'll, be listening, waiting on my pain meds to kick in. I didn't want to get in there because, once you get in the live, everybody want to say hi. And I just feel obligated to say hi to everybody. And sometimes I just have to sit back and listen to y'all because after a while, if I go in the live, they say they don't see Miss Shirley no more because Miss Shirley fell asleep. So I do appreciate y'all. I do. Say every time I try to get my spinach out, it gets colder than a well digger's butt. Yeah, I had left my fig tree cutting out there last night because it only went down to 50 degrees. But then when I saw the weather forecast for the rest of the week, I was like, oh no. So I got one sitting in here in the living room and one I'm taking in the back bedroom. Yeah, I can't even leave them outside. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, yeah, Mike don't sleep. Yeah, I think he had AI. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you. Hey, 70 plus Gardner. Nice to see you as well. Yeah, Mike a AI, y'all. Don't believe that. Mike ain't real. I don't think he ever sleep either. Anytime you can sit out there and watch the birds in the sub-zero weather and playing in the snow and what have you, trying to find stuff to eat. And he's on everybody's live. Yeah, Mike's an AI. Don't believe Mike real, y'all. Yeah, this is still my morning. I wake up at 2 p.m. I go to bed 7 a.m. You actually sleep, Mike, or you just lay down? I do the same when I'm at work. Yeah. Bama said, "Oh, dog, I am not playing anything until the weather changes." I know that's right, because it's just crazy. Bama, I saw you out there with the. I was laughing at that one. You was out there with the digging up the yard, and somebody said your lines was crooked. I was dying laughing. I was like, I'd have told him, I'd have stopped and said, you can come and finish this anytime you want to. Well, my God, like I said, it does not compute. That sounds about right, Mike. Yeah, you was out there grinding up, getting your yard started, and it's like your lines wasn't straight. So yeah, I'm not out there messing with it either. I'm going to get it out before this heat gets there, Mr. Butler. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking to him? Got to cook. All right. Go ahead. Just listen. We understand. Like I said, you on husband duty. That's a house husband. Go ahead and take care of your business. I ain't mad at her. She got a house husband, work from home and cook too. I ain't mad at him at all. I wish I had one. The other day I was so exhausted. I said, I'm hungry. I was just sitting here whining, I'm hungry. And I don't have the energy to get up to cook. As soon as I said that, my phone rang. One of the young ladies and sisters at my congregation called. She said, Sister Weems, I cooked something for you. I was like, yes. And it was piping hot. She's from Africa. They're from Ghana. And she bought me in some stuff. Hey, homesteader Rachel. How are you, darling? How are you? How are you? How are you? Glad to see you in here this evening. And it was a little spicy because they like their food hot and spicy, but it wasn't too bad. It was delicious though. I enjoyed it. And I didn't have to cook for 2 days. They gave me a lot. Matter of fact, I need to wash their bowls and tell them to come pick them up. I saved some of the rice she had. I don't know what kind of rice that is. I gotta ask. It was nice and fluffy. It was a little fragrant. It wasn't jasmine rice, but it was good. And I was like, I saved some of it overnight. Excuse me, to put scramble some eggs and stuff. Make me a little lightweight Chinese, fried rice. Fried rice. I like fried rice. Yeah. So everybody's saying hello to one another. So how does the weather affect you in growing your food? Like a lot of folks who are normally in warmer temperatures um, would be putting out stuff. But with the weather in the last week or so, with the high winds and rain. Hey, Cassandra South Fulton, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. And say hi to your brother and sister. Tell them I'm going to miss them this year. Are you going to the Soil Family Expo, Cassandra? And y'all talk about me and Andale boogieing. Oh, y'all ain't seen Cassandra South Fulton. Miss Quiet and Miss Shy. She be over here on the sidelines. And you think she's just as timid as she can be. Turn some music on and move out the way. Cassandra know how to cut up too. Y'all so busy y'all focusing on me and Miss Ann. Y'all ain't seen on the sidelines. Cassandra's out them arms. I was like, who is that? I looked, is that Cassandra? I was like, oh snap. She wouldn't get out there with me and Ann, but she was over on the sidelines tearing it up. So yeah, I'm snitching on you, Cassandra. Sylvia, I went in my emails and I didn't see anything. I thought either you or Tampa would drop me something. Yeah, tell him. Oh, tell him. Ann's backyard garden. Good evening. Thank you very much. Hey, regenerative life, Wayne. I was watching you and your bluegills and your new fish you was adding. Yeah, working outside in the forest, watching, listening to you YouTube as I work. Would you say it's a beautiful, sunny, warm day? I'm hating. Man, yeah, it's 35. Okay. Oh, it get warmed up a couple of degrees. Oh no, it was 36. It went down 35 now and cloudy and snowing. Snow flurries lightly, but they still coming down. I don't think I'm going. I'm preparing to retire on April 4th. All right. Yeah. That's the same week of the, okay. All right. Now, if you'd have went down there, they'd help you rock that retirement party. But if you got some other personal good stuff you're going to do, that's all right. We'll see you next year. I'm definitely I'm already making plans. I'm already putting my little duckies to the side now to save up for my plane fare. See if I can get a cheaper plane fare so that I can go down there and stay with Presbyterian. Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. I'm snitching on my sister. Yes, I am. You be cutting up dancing too. What I always talk about me and Miss Ann. You be out there throwing down too. Yes. Gardening Grace said, I try to wait until the weather before I put anything out. For last 2 years, it skipped spring, go right into summer. It gets to out for my spring veggies, trying something new this year. And that's what I was saying. We had 2 weeks of spring here and it went straight to summer. And we was like, where did spring go? Spring was just passing through. Spring was on 2 week vacation. It was like on spring break. Oops, get too hot. Yeah, yeah. And even CC saying some of her stuff now has already started. Her bok choy and a few other things have already started to bolt. That she's gonna pull it out and start putting in her summer veggies. So yeah. What we consider spring is not spring anymore. We used to get maybe a month and a half of spring before the temperatures really warmed up. So you got a chance to get some of your veggies in the ground and get them acclimated before the hot weather came in. Not anymore. And you got to put your stuff in at night when it's cool, because soon as that sun start coming up, if it's not watered in and in there good, it's fried by 12, 1 o'clock. Yeah, because I used to get out there at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, water my garden, and I would have Miss T with the tea on my phone with me, and by the time she used to be on later, and by 10:30, I'm back in the house. It's even in Ohio, it gotten too hot. I'm sweating. I got water running everywhere. I have my sun hat on. I have sunblock on. I have my water. Shoot, go crazy. Indiana backyard garden as in the live, yeah. Oh, is that what is 10? All right. Well, thank you. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Chat, 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 chat. Woohoo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sammy Joe. I appreciate it. But you say 10 Canadian. That's what that is. Okay. I had to figure it out. I was like, yeah, she in Canada. Okay. I appreciate you so much, so much. And Backyard Garden said, I just came in from covering my new baby fruit trees. I have a freeze warning too. See, that's how crazy this weather is. It's just crazy. Just when you think you can really get out there and stuff, you out there running for cover. And I think this year, you guys, which I need to load up on, if you don't already have shade cloth, you need to start getting on ordering now. It might be a little cheaper. Is frost covers and cloth, because the way this weather has been going, by the time fall comes in, all that stuff gonna be gone. Because frost cover that I had over my green stock, it worked for a while, but then we had temperatures that was -6, -5. Frost is frost cover, not freeze cover. They can only do so much. Then the rest of it's up to nature. If you can't roll that green stock into the garage or in a heated garage or have it in the basement, it's a wrap until it warms up. Yeah, so new baby fruit trees, if you didn't get them in the fall, I wouldn't have put them in until the weather was a little more stable, because you don't know if if they're strong enough to fight the constant change in the temperature. And a freeze, that's really sensitive. When you say a new baby fruit tree, you better wrap that bad boy up real good. Yeah, it might be a touch and go on that. Cassandra said, just sat through 2 ads that kicked me out of the chat. Yeah, I've been kicked out of other people's chats like that too. Hey, don't hurt the harvest. How are you? I enjoyed y'all last night on Tampa's with y'all hats on, tea time. I didn't have no energy last night. I wanted to put a hat on. I just sent you email. Okay. All right, Sylvia. Thank you very much, darling. Sound in and out. Okay, well, it's not on this end. All right. Sifting with soul and more. Hey, how are you? Mona, I'll be listening to y'all at night. You and Georgia Peachnut and sometimes F.R. Humphrey. I'll just be sitting back listening to y'all till y'all put me to sleep. I done took my late night meds for the night, and I put y'all on and I roll over and doze on off. Y'all be funny. Y'all so silly. I like when you eat new stuff and they were like, "What did you eat?" Yeah, but everybody's planting stuff on the inside. I've never seen so many people start seedlings, and I know why. Like was it Bammett was walking through one store and he was like, "Keep on walking, don't look back." Yeah, they want $5 for one seedling now, and in some cases they're checking to make sure that you're only getting one seedling, that you're not getting a multiple, so that they figured out, we figured out the cost, final cost. When we find a particular Bonnie thing and it's got like 10 or 12, seeds in it, seedlings in it, it's a bargain to buy it for $5 because you're getting your money's worth. But for one, nah, I don't pay that much for a pack of seeds. So why should I pay that for one? Oh, broke, what's up, broke, 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 broke? Yeah, broke sent me some seeds. I got that mullein that I want to try, and that Aunt Molly. What is those things called again? My memory ain't worth crap today. Cherries. I want to try those too. And they said once you plant those, they kind of reseed themselves. I was like, I got tomatoes to do that. If I don't get all my tomato seeds, they normally start popping up everywhere. And I just dig them up and put them in a spot I want them in. I was like, shoot, that's free. That's one less seed. I gotta, try to start. I don't throw none out and I don't kill any. Yeah, I feel funny if I destroy a seedling and it come back free. I'm dropping seeds every day and putting out and pulling out seedlings. Yeah, yeah. Grow cherries. Yeah, ground cherries. That's what it is. Ground cherry. We grow cherries. Ground cherries. Thank you, Cassandra. Trying to type it too fast. Yeah, I got you. Hey. Now they want $8 for start where? Start at another store? Cause I sure ain't buying a start for no eight. I ain't nowhere in the world I'm paying $8 for a start. I even got seeds for the mosquito plant for citronella seeds. I got a whole big thing of those. I'm gonna try them because I want to put citronella plants all over the yard, front porch, back porch, over my little sitting area. $8 for a start. Start arguing. I'm not paying that kind of money for that. Tampa. Snapper doodle. TC is in the house. Look at you, so silly. It's shameful how they ripping people up. Yeah, for the ones who are too lazy to do it on their own. Yeah, I don't care if I had to pay somebody else to start them for me. You can do that. If you can't do it yourself, you don't have the time, and you making that money, you can pay somebody else to start you some seeds. Give them a couple of dollars. Just give them all the equipment they need. Give them the 5-gallon buckets or grow trays and the potting soil, um, and ask them to plant that up for you. And then you can even go as far as split half of them. Make plant 3 or 4 for me and 3 or 4 for you. That's how you can bargain. You can barter that way. So it's ways to get around that. Uh, okay, she's all right. So everybody's saying hello to one another. Yeah. So if you don't have time and the energy to do it yourself, hey, Deborah Gary, I see people with buggies full of stars. Just because they got money like that. They want it, but they still trying to outweigh what they pay at the supermarket. Eventually, they can grow at home. I have ground cherries popping up all over my yard every year that I started in a 5-gallon bucket 5 years ago. That's what Bro told me. He said, once you grow them once, he said, you don't never have to plant them again. But that depends on where you live at, though, because since it freezes and snow here, it may or may not. Whereas you guys are in a warmer climate and it's more apt to just go to sleep instead of freezing out. So we'll see. Time to tell. Hey, Miss Garrett. Deborah Garrett, how are you, darling? Glad to see you in his house. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to growing a little bit of everything. I got my bucket full of seeds, and I keep looking at all these seeds in this bucket, and I was like, I said I was only going to plant a couple of them. I was like, I got a lot of seeds in this bucket. Oh, Indiana Backyard Gardener said the farmer's market near me always have great prices on starts. I can get a whole tray of the 4 cell starts for like $20. That's well over 50 plants. Yeah, yeah. And I ain't no shame in my game. I do get an EBT card, and I wear my EBT card out. That's how I got all my fruit trees. I didn't pay any money. I paid money for the first two. I got 10 trees. So I only paid for two years ago. And those been producing fruit, and I've been eating quite nicely off of them. But the rest of them came on my EBT card. Even with the EBT card paying for it, I'm still not paying $8 and $9 for one plant. I'm sorry. I will get up off my lazy butt and plant some seeds. I can't wait for my ground cherries. Yeah. Everybody says they're delicious, and I've seen everybody eat them. I'm going to lay back down, fighting something trying to jump on me. Later, peeps. Yeah, yeah, you've been sick longer than I have, Sylvia. Have you gone to the doctor and had that checked out to make sure it's something that you might need a little help with? Please. All right. You take care now, and thanks. And I'll check that email later. Yeah. Go ahead, lay down, do what you got to do, because sometimes rest will help you. I know when I get enough sleep, I can kind of open up my eyes. When my body says it's not ready to get up or it don't move, and I don't argue, because I'll get up and take 2 steps, and I'll turn around and go lay back down. I was like, ain't worth the hassle. And this morning, I didn't wake up till I woke up early enough to go watch Frugal Mama work out, and I turned over and laid down, went back to sleep. And when I woke up again, it was 11:30. So my body said, I had a rough night. My knee was bothering me. I had my ice packs. So yeah. But I enjoyed going out for that short period of time and planting a fig trees, and I really felt good about that. Yeah, Sylvia, take care of yourself. We all do. We all need to take care of ourselves. We got to. I mean, we can have spouses, children, family, neighbors, and friends that might come over check on you, but for the most part, you got to take care of yourself. You know when your body is out of whack, and you know you need to take care of it. Yeah, and yes, and my body was achy today. Yeah, my elbows was actually achy. Yeah, yeah, Sylvia. I hope you feel better soon. Hey, Serena, how are you? Got my garden Scott book today from Amazon. I was surprised considering that Amazon said it's going to arrive April the 21st. Well, that's good. So you can get to reading and checking it out and see if there's any questions in there that you might have that can be answered, or something that you can look up, or just the book in itself being interesting, something new and unusual, working in the garden. Yeah. So let me tell you, my Renaissance grandma, I still got my gray sweat soap in my bathroom. My bathroom is not big. It's petite, well laid out, but I have it in a soap dish. I haven't opened it up yet. Or did I open up? That was the other one I did. Well, anyway, it got my bathroom smelling so good. It's almost like a air freshener. It just every time I go in my bathroom, I like, yeah, yeah. My friend tried to take my gray sweat. I was gonna give it to him, but he smells pretty good anyway with the stuff he used. So I'm gonna keep my gray sweat. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, my Renaissance grandma, she makes some nice smelling stuff. I ain't mad at her. She be all right. She know what she doing when she get the that like that mad scientist be in the laboratory stirring that stuff and like blah. My Renaissance grandma, she got that formula just right. Yes, indeedy. Ooh. Serena, we're not gonna start asking folks about their personal business unless they want to tell it, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, keep it about gardening. Speaking of starting seeds, I just saw that Aldi got seed starting trays. It's a pack of 4 for only $4.99. Oh, come on now. I'm not allowed to go outside. I like Aldi's. Yeah, not like they produce section. And I hit that little section where they be selling stuff. Yeah. Garden is great. You say yes. Like I'll be like trying to sneak up out of here under the darkness, the cover. I said the cover of darkness with a hoodie on, trying to sneak out to these stores. They have seeds today. See, look, you just started something, Psalms. You gonna have a stampede of folks going to all these tomorrow. Oh. Pretty girl garden. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you. Yeah, I still need my prayers. Yeah, I'm still fighting with this blood clot. They had the peat pellets in trays and pots and seeds. Oh, come on. Y'all killing me here. What is wrong with you? Uh, See, that's what I hate sometimes about the garden community, because we a highway of information. Sometimes we can get stuff out in the streets faster than the internet. And I didn't think that was possible. But with the help of the internet set up like this, I spread the word to everybody. And then next thing you know, we have a frenzy. It's just like when we have certain folks who selling certain products, or they know a store, and they get on the internet and they be sold out. They go in there and they say, oh, they already sold out. We dangerous. When we find a good bargain and know about good stuff, Indiana said the seed is 59 cents. Oh my goodness. Girl, stop. Uh-uh. See, you're gonna make me find somebody to take me out to sneak me to the store tomorrow instead of Saturday. Official Jamia. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you coming in here. But they don't have much variety, just the basics. That's all right. You can use basics in the tray. Girl, Indiana, wait till you get the envelope I got for you. I've been finding bags and boxes of seeds. Girl, you finna get a whole lot of stuff that I don't grow. No, I'm not gonna say I don't grow. I have too many of the same thing. That's what I meant to say. You got a package coming. Um, yeah. So yeah. I might have to check other locations because mine doesn't have seeds, or at least not yet. Yeah, I have several different areas that I can hit. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, and I want to go to Tractor Supplies. I know they're gonna blow my mind because last year I just found a huge bag of chicken feed that I have in the basement, chicken compost that I forgot I had in the basement, that I'm gonna mix with my bone meal and blood meal when I start throwing stuff out in the yard, just to give the yard a perk. And I like to do it a week before I plant my stuff, so the ground has a chance to absorb some of it, so that once the plant eventually grab roots, it can assimilate some of the stuff that's been previous in there, instead of for it to break down for them to suck it up. Hey, Kenneth Wilkinson, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better today. I appreciate it. I thank you, everyone who's come in and said they're glad to see that I'm feeling better, and well wishes. I do appreciate it. Today is a better day. I wasn't like this yesterday. I'm hurting today, but not as bad as I was yesterday. So each day, comes with its own aches and pains and ups and downs. And today is a better day. Uh, what do plants do on March 20th? They spring forth. That's cute. Yeah. Chicken compost. Ooh, they had that at Menards too for like $10.99. Oh my goodness! I don't think I paid that much for it at Tractor Supply. I think I caught it in the time of the year where before they jacked up the prices. And it's a nice big bag. It's a pretty good bag. I wanted to go get some of that. What was they talking about? Them pellets, alfalfa pellets. Yeah, I want to get some of those and just throw them out there because I got a couple of metal raised beds I haven't finished filling up yet that I would like to mix in there as well. What is a leprechaun's favorite vegetable? Green beans or any green vegetables? Okay. Gardening, as Grace said, just make your hole a little bigger. The hole they have in them is pin size. Okay, got it. Now I understand. All right. But you know what I do though? For every plant I put in the ground, I put in a bottle next to it. I take the top off, and at the very bottom, I have my soldering iron. I put a little small hole at the bottom. And when I bury that water bottle next to the plant, I make sure the hole is facing near the bottom, the root of the plant. So, and because I cover the top with a lot of mulch and what have you to try to keep the top of the soil from drying out. And once it rains, it stays moist. And I would fill each one of those individual bottles, and sometimes I would have soluble plant food in them, and it just fantastic in the way how the plants just take off. Indiana Backyard Garden said, I am incorporating alfalfa pellets in my beds. Yeah, I seen Broke do it, and I think it was Growing Out the Box and a few other folks who was doing it as well and using those. Yeah. Growing what I eat. Gwig, what's up, baby? Nice to see you had a chance to stop through. I appreciate you. That's my art. How you doing? Yeah, thank you for coming in. If you want to drop your channel, hit exclamation mark and see what goodies you got going. There you go. My moderators be on point. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Uh, I thought it would have been Clover. Yep. So, yeah, so I'm trying to get into the winter sowing. I really am. I have a lot of big half a gallon jugs. When I used to buy milk and juice, I don't buy that much like that anymore. And because I was putting water in it for my window boxes, but I went and got me an irrigation kit to help water my flower pots this summer, hopefully. So hopefully I can put it together properly and water my plants, which will eliminate me filling up all those uh, jugs of water to keep my plants going instead of trying to run downstairs and turn the water hose on and then running back upstairs. Once I turn the hose on, it will water the plants itself, and I'll have to try to fill up each one of those jugs separately. So we'll see. Time will tell. Yeah. So yeah, and this weather's crazy because when I have my boxes up here, I want to take a piece of lattice and put it on the side because sometimes the winds. I think this is the south side. Yeah, yeah, this is the south side of the house. Sometimes those winds will come off the porch and wipe out everything up there. So I want to get a piece of lattice to hang on the side where I can hang it on the ceiling. But then when I take it down, I can latch it to the bottom of the deck there, and that way it will kind of break up the wind from coming so strong across the porch. Yeah, because the wind is a lot stronger up here sometimes than it does seem at ground level. So, yeah, and it'll also give me a little bit of privacy from the house next door. No one's living there now, but I think eventually someone will move in. This way we will both have our privacy because I do like to sit out in my porch in the summertime, even when it's hot. If it's super hot, I'm gonna come in and turn the air conditioning on. But if it's tolerable, I will sit out there. And I have all kinds. I'll have vegetables out here just as well as I will flowers. So I want a few pots I want to use. I water, use the water bottle method also. Yeah. You water using water. Yeah. Yeah. And I fill them up, and then I have water soluble fertilizer that I put in each one of them. And so that way, every time I water my flowers and stuff, I keep a very large variety and abundance of flowers because I have hummingbirds. And sometimes when they don't get, well, they do, they hit both. They hit the hummingbird feeder, which I put out the June 1st. I have a pair of hummingbirds, and their name is Fred and Ethel, and they come back June the 1st like clockwork. And I'll put it out there the night before, May 29th or May 30th or May 31st, whatever. It will be hanging out there because they will show up bright early in the morning looking for their hummingbird feeder. And then I will have other plants out there as well so that they can enjoy them as well. Oh, so blessed. How are you? My girl be hitting the stores and throwing it in, letting us know what them prices are. Appreciate it so much. Hey, the good evening to everyday life of an OCD is chick, my boo, Nikki. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Uh, Serena, Google it, look it up. Don't have a clue, cause I don't grow mushrooms. Yeah, do some research. Call your local library tomorrow. Maybe they can help you too. Yeah, everybody's talking about their weather. Yeah, we got high winds here, rain. Now it's the temperature has done like a 30-degree drop, and now it's snowing. It's great. Nice to see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, nice to be seen. Yeah. I try to take a nap before I go into anybody's lives between the hours of 1 and 3 in the afternoon, so I don't fall asleep on anybody. And then I might try to take a quick one between 9 and 11, but then I'll be ready to go to sleep, or if I haven't already gone to sleep. You know how you try to fight sleep and you never know you're really going to sleep till you wake up? I went to sleep one afternoon about 1 o'clock, and when I woke up, my house was completely dark. Kind of freaked me out. I was like, how long have I been asleep? No lights on in the house at all. So if there's any time after 1 o'clock I lay down, I turn the TV on, the lights on, so I don't wake up in a completely dark house. That's Mars said, I saw a hummingbird last year for the first time. I hope it comes back this year. I have a hummingbird feeder this year. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. Put it in the same spot. Never change. If you have a hummingbird that shows up in a particular spot in your yard and you have a hummingbird feeder, never move it around. Keep it in the same spot. Now, if you want to add more hummingbird feeders elsewhere, it's fine. But they are birds of nature, territorial, and they will keep coming back to the same spot. I learned that from Robbie, who has at least 2,000 hummingbirds that come to their estate in California. Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah, so I do that. So make sure you put it in the same spot. I see people saying TLC in the gardens in the house. Hey, daughter, I will never see you when you pop up. I just know you there when I see everybody else saying hello to you, which is odd. I don't understand that. But anyway, me and TLC, we talk at least once or twice every week, like clockwork. We call, be on the phone for 2, 3 hours. I'll be like, girl, do you know what time it is? She'd be like, no. And I tell her, she said, oh, for real? You know we've been on the phone talking. You know it, you know it, you know it. So yeah. I'm trying to work up to a pink lemonade, and I want a wonderful pomegranate. I know I can leave the pink lemonade outside with the other blueberries, but the wonderful pomegranate, until it gets acclimated, I know I would have to join it in the basement with the rest of my plants, because I got the dwarf cabbage banana plant down there. I got my 2 Meyer lemons, and I got about four. What I got? 4 fig trees and a Miwok kumquat. That's what I meant to do. I had a fruit that fell off my Miwok kumquat, and I want to eat it, but I want to videotape it. I'll do that tomorrow for sure. Yeah, you okay? You look at Robbie Dad. That's where I got all my information from Robbie, and I got a new hummingbird feeder. It's nice. Home Depot had them on sale for like $2, $1.50. Didn't nobody want it. It had been there so long it had dust on it. I got that bad boy, and I'm ready to surprise Fred and Ethel because it holds a lot more in its glass. It's got easier to clean, easier to disinfect, and it has perches on it so they can sit and drink. So I was like, yes, yes. So I can't wait till Fred and Ethel see their new feeding tube. I can't help. I'm excited about a hummingbird feeder. Crazy. But I love it. And they come back every year. And sometimes I'll be sitting out on the porch having a nice glass of wine, just chilling. Because sometimes the street get pretty quiet and decent. And I'll have somebody come over and they be like, "There's a hummingbird over your shoulder." And I was like, "I know, I heard them. I hear you can hear the wings flutter. They be like they're almost humming." And I was like, "Do they have color or are they bland?" And they said, "They're bland." I said, "That's Ethel. The males species of most birds are the male, and the dull looking ones is normally the female, and that's because that they try to attract the females for mating." So Fred is the one with the red. He got a red ring around his neck and a green around his beak, and Ethel is all brown. So I just tell them what color are they, and they tell me like that. Like you blocked her. She's a mod. I get that with a couple people can't see them. Like Jones Truth, I can't see. I just say hi when others do. Yeah, but she shouldn't be blocked. I mean, she's on my phone and everything. And I mean, she the one that helped me out on a lot of stuff on my computer. And it's just crazy that she don't show up. Like she might comment on a video or something and I go in there and it won't let me do it. So it's just crazy. So we tried that. She's not blocked. I just checked. I know she's not blocked. We didn't checked it too. So I don't know why she don't show up. But when I see people saying hello and other, chats and stuff, that's why I know she's there. Crazy, isn't it? Mm. My IT department, she be on it. And that's what I like about our community. We got such good people in our community that looks out for us and help us out and guide us the right way on how to get where we want to go. And sometimes I've actually learned a little bit about some on IT. I went in there today and she's like, "Oh, look at you." And I was like, sometimes I remember, I said, I you know, don't think I'm gonna remember this. The next time I got to go in here and do this, but for today, you showed me twice. I kind of picked it up a little bit, just a little bit. So, drop, your channels in the chat. It's exclamation mark MSOG. Drop that in there. Thank you, Dolores. Let everybody know where you're at, how we can come and check you out and see what you got going for yourself. And today, what was I doing? I had a bag sitting on the side of my chair. And I was like, I went to reach down. And I was like, what is this? And I was like, a bag. And I pulled it up. It was some more seeds. I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Every time I see a bag. So now I got a tote, a really big tote. And every time I run into a bag of seeds, I just take them and I throw them in the tote. Now I got all these photo album things and I got them full of seeds, but I keep finding seeds. Yeah. For now, Nikki. Now ask me tomorrow what I said tonight. I had to come back and review just to see because I ain't gonna remember Jack. I want to show you something a dear friend of mine brought me. I got this. She came to the door. She handed me this beautiful basket. I mean, a bag full of paper and stuff. And a real pretty card. And look at this, y'all. What she bought me. A fleece blanket. Isn't that nice? He said, if you're going to be here up in the cold, I'm going to give you that. I was like, wow. I thought that was so nice of her. So I was like, thank you, Kim. So people have gone above and beyond the call of loving and provision. I've been getting all different kinds of foods from different nationalities and then taste they call it a plethora of foods from all over different nationalities in my congregation, neighbors, and what have you. It's been nice. It's been nice. Getting all kinds of little gifts and stuff and get well cards. I've been getting a lot of those too. And all right, y'all. Hold up. I gotta change positions. My niece said, all right. Let's turn this around. Ooh. foot's starting to swell. I'm sorry. I thought I had iced it enough today that it would not do this. Oh. Oh. See if I had to read. Sorry. Had to relocate my leg and my knee. Jones Truth. Hello. Good evening. Hey, GT. What's up, my internet son? How are you? Thank you. How cold is it in Alaska right now, GT? I just got a notice across the bottom of my computer, temperatures to plummet. So it's already snowing here. It was 74 yesterday, and now the temperature has dropped a little more. It's 32, and it says it's going to plummet some more. So I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up in the morning and see a couple of inches of snow. That's just how crazy our weather is here. That's why we have to enjoy inside with hydroponics and planting seeds inside the house, because outside is not conducive for us to do any of that. None whatsoever. Oh, look at my knee. Yeah, I'm gonna need ice. I'm gonna need ice. Whew. Yeah, I have a compression stocking on. This bad boy gonna have to come off. I think it's compressed enough for one day. And it's healing and it's starting to itch. If you ever had a broken bone and you had a cast on it and it starts healing and it starts to itch, oh my God, this bad boy is starting to heal. And it's like, crazy. Jones Truth said it was almost 60 degrees yesterday here. Oh, where are you in Mississippi? Today is struggle to get to 50. I'd love 50. 50 would have been all right. It's way below that now. All right, so Broke is finished driving. He didn't got to his destination. Now he's saying hello to everybody. Broke, what's the temperature there in Georgia? It's the first day of spring. Spring where? Spring is not until next month. Or is it? Wait a minute. I got my calendar right here with all my doctor's appointments on there. No, my calendar says, see, April Fool's Day, Passover beginning, Palm Sunday, Easter, Sunday, Arbor Day. That's the first day of spring. St. Patrick's Day, spring equinox is today. All right, spring equinox. All right, equinox. Okay. I was like, all right. I try to keep up with at least some of this stuff. Yeah, it ain't spring in here. Not with no snow. It's 42 degrees here. Oh shoot, you warmer there. Oh, okay. It's warmer in in Alaska than it is here in Cleveland, Ohio. Go figure. Today is the first day of spring. Yeah, I just said it says spring equinox. So I was like, okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I hear you. My bad. Brooke says 50 degrees there in Georgia. Last frost is tomorrow night. Okay. So Broke, all the stuff that you have in the greenhouse that you hadn't taken out, you'll take it out after tomorrow night. Since it's not supposed, per se, it's not going to drop any lower than 50 degrees. 45 degrees in Georgia. According on what part of Georgia you in? Freeze warning in Georgia. What? In Georgia? Ooh, excuse me. In Georgia? Get out of here. Brian and Macon County, Georgia. Wow. So do y'all worry about the stuff that you put in the ground that's normally after being out because of the warmer temperatures? Do you worry about going out and covering it up because of the drop in the temperature? Okay. Mike said 46 now here, warming up. And it's 35 here right now. All right, Mike. Okay. Brooke said, yep, Sunday I'll be planting out. Okay. So, Brooke, so you changed up on us. I was like, I had gotten used to making my day where I had everything done by 3:03 or 3:05. And then you switched it out and members only. I was like, oh. So, what Mondays do you and Calvin show up at Broke After Dark? It told me freeze warning here. Waiting because of that. Okay. Yeah, Jeanette. I see these have direct sown or mulch with straw. Okay. All right. Holding the heat, the moisture, because when the sun comes up, it warm it up a little bit. See, the only thing about that is that when you make those conditions so nice like that, they grow up through it, and then you get a real serious cold snap. That straw don't mean anything. So that's what scares me. Because Indiana, your temperatures is not that much different from Ohio. Between Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana, we pretty much had the same temps. So we'll see. I said, all right, going live Sunday or Friday. Going live Saturday or Friday. Okay. Really? All right, you messing with my schedule, bro. I'll be trying to find days in between people's lives so I can take a nap. And then now you're going talking about going to go live Saturday or Friday. All right, you're killing me, buddy. You're killing me. But I like what everybody's doing. I'm going back again. Well, I'm gonna try to sneak back into Mark's again, and Mark's get fruit trees too. And last year they had the patio peach tree. I didn't get. I wish I did, but I didn't. I bet you I get that bad boy this year when I see it. A little patio peach tree, because I have a sunroom off my bedroom. I can put that bad boy back there in a big pot with a nice sauce underneath and grow it off because it faces the west. So it gets nice and warm in there. And I think I can grow. If I had to take a paintbrush and take some of the pollen off my uh, Red Haven or Contender Peach and come up here and dust up so that I can pollinate the blossoms. Yeah, I think so. Mike says, soon as nights don't drop below 45, I'm planning out. Normally here, 55. If it stays above ground, 55 for a whole solid week, then I will plant in ground, even in a raised bed. If there's any day during the week that it drops below 55, I won't plant until that, because I've had whole crops wiped out because under it was warm above ground, but it was not warm below ground. So for me, it has to be at least 5 straight days at the same temperature before I will plant in ground. And it's since I've gone by that particular method, for me, it works, and I haven't lost any plants after that. If I lose something, it's because something ate it, or a raccoon or something pulled it out the ground. But as far as it attaching and growing, yeah, probably mid-May. Okay. Yeah, so that's the way it is here in my part of Ohio. Now, TLC lives less than a half an hour away from me. Her temperatures is totally different from mine. Gina, You Grow Row, G Mama, they all south of me. Their temperatures are different. When it was 75 degrees in Dayton, it was barely 50 to 60 degrees in Cleveland. In Akron, it's less than 45 minutes away from You Grow Row. When it was warmer, when she was planting certain stuff there, it still was not warm enough here because they were further south. Why, thank you. Super chat. Money in the chat. Oh, Joseph with J, you popped in there on me. What's up, baby? Chat. Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jay. I can't plant out till May after Mother's Day. At least, yeah, at least the week after. Yeah. Sometimes I don't do it until after Memorial Day. Yep, because of the weather. It's crazy. Are those Timu garden houses real prices? Let me know. Big and beautiful outdoor areas. The gardening houses. What are you talking about? The greenhouse? Because Cece's greenhouse came from Timu that she used. Um, right now, I just pulled out some grow bags that I got from there. I got 5 gallon grow bags from the generous donations of you guys. And I now got to fill out how to fill them up. I got a lot of leaves left over from the fall that I didn't get a chance to rake up. It's going to go in the bottom of some of these grow bags, well, all of them, because that'll help hold in the moisture, attract worms, and be part of the ecosystem, breaking down compost. Everybody saying hello to Jay. Juice with Jay. Jay, you got any pomegranate cuttings that you selling? Let me know. I appreciate it. I know between that and those lemons was the bomb. I got gifted those lemons and I love them. Nikki said, I'm using bell cloches on my outdoor ceilings because of those colder nights. I got them here. I got the combs and the cloches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They help hold the moisture in. They do attract worms in them. Yep, help break it down. I got so many leaves that then blew up in the garage and nobody cleaned them up. I said, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Give them a spring. When I get out there, I got a blower. I will blow them all in a pile, put them in the bag, and take them over there and dump it in each one. I love my leaves. My house be the only one on the street that don't have bags of leaves on the curb. Oh, the real prices. I purchased one and it seemed to be pretty good. Oh, Cassandra did. Okay, didn't know that. See, there you go. You put it out there. Somebody let you know. Oh yeah. I use leaves and lifting scraps in the bottom of my grow bags. I have a lot of trees around here and they break out the little small branches and I just break them all up. Put the cardboard down, put the sticks down and put the grass leaves grass and people who cut grass that don't use chemicals. I grab those bags off the curb or tell them to just dump them in a pile on the curb and I get them and swoop them up and mix them with the leaves and put them in there. You had the richest compost. I had a corner in my backyard that was clay. I'm talking about hard pan clay. It was so hard pan clay that when it rained, it took 2 weeks for that water because it's just that clay. And then I would start taking leaves from the yard and grass cuttings from my neighbors, and I would just dump it. I wouldn't mix it. I didn't add anything fancy to it, just grass and leaves. And let the winter, when the snow got it, it would beat it down. The worms started coming up through that clay to get the compost from the leaves and the grass. And you can actually see the tunnels going through the clay. Year after that, you could put your hands in it and pull it up, and it was just as soft and fertile as it could be. Between the worms and the decomposition of the grass and the leaves, they broke it down and made that the richest corn over there. And I had what I had growing over there, garlic. I had the best garlic harvest ever over in that corner. So it's just what to do. I didn't even think about putting kitchen scraps, but I took some old chicken wire, made a circle out of it, and dumped all that chicken scraps. Garden kitchen scraps and stuff over there. And I threw some seeds in there by accident. What was it? Cantaloupe. My granddaughter came running the house screaming. She thought it was Seymour. It got so big, it was growing out the compost pile and it was taking over the yard. Yeah, I buy Temu all the time. Just read description carefully. Like take 7 centimeter instead inches, so you get a tiny product. Yeah, yeah, you gotta be careful on size. Yeah, I found that out too. I just came in, put frost cloth and painter's cloth. We're getting frost tonight inside greenhouse. Hot during the day and cooler at night. Yeah, sound like being in Las Vegas. I gotta Great deals. Exact same item 6 times across Amazon. Yeah. Just got to do a little research and talk like you're doing now in the chat. Let folks know what you're looking for. I can guarantee you there's somebody in here somewhere that has experience buying greenhouses, buying grow bags, buying different. And what I didn't know that it was different degrees of shade cloth. I thought shade cloth is shade cloth because I never had to use it here. Because in Ohio, we got some hot summers, but not like California and Texas and Georgia and stuff. Yes, so excuse me, I'm adding some more water. And so I didn't know you can buy one that's 50%, one that's 25%. I was like, oh, excuse me. That's my art says. Yes, my neighbor's yard just got done, and I will be collecting those bags tomorrow, adding to my compost. Oh yeah, like Ivan used to live across the street. Every time he cut his grass, he was putting it in the bag and sitting it on the curb. I said, I'll take your grass clipping. He said, this one bag. I said, no, all your bags. And every time you cut your grass, can I have your grass clippings? He was like, sure, where you want them? So I have a pile of wood chips. I said, just throw it on the wood chips. It'll break down. It'll be all right. He said, you sure? I was like, yeah. And so that's what he do. He come over, and I can always tell when he cut his grass. I can smell the freshness of it. And he didn't use chemicals or anything on his grass. And he would come and dump it over there. And when it turned over, I would take half the soil out of my 5-gallon grow buckets and stuff, and I would add that compost, leaves, and grass together, mix it in there, throw a little slow release fertilizer, and plant whatever I want to put in there. So it works out fine, but he's gone now. But I'm gonna see if I work the same deal with the next neighbor. If he don't add anything on his lawn, I want that. I want your grass and your leaves. Yeah, and I met someone at the clinic. He heard me talking about gardening. He gave me his card. He's a landscaper. And I was like, what kind of landscaping? Hardcore landscaping, just cutting grass or what? And he has a LLC. I mean, this is a serious guy here. And I told him I'm looking for leftover equipment. Like, he said, like what? That's like wood that you use if you're building a fence or a garden bed or some chicken wire or rebar or whatever like that you don't want. And now we talked for a minute. He gave me his card. So we gonna see. I bartered with you some veggies if I can get some free chicken wire. I want to get my hoop house. I got the 6 mil plastic. I got the nails. I got the screws. I got the flooring, the landscaper for the floor. I got everything but the wood because lumber was just too expensive. So if I can get him to bring me some pallets and I can dismantle and reinforce the pallets, I can do them too. We gonna see. Hey, Renee. Okay, Renee, how are you? Training birds. I was watching you with your chickens out there working. Hey, the analytic gardener. How are you, sweetheart? Yes, 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 yes. Late, but I always have cuttings for you. Oh, oh. That hit me in a different way. I had to read it and it had to compute at the same time. Thank you, Jay. You're so sweet. Oh, oh, okay. That did that hit me. That's when you get old. Sometimes it takes a minute for some stuff. Some stuff you can catch like that. The other stuff you say, wait a minute. Ow, okay. The light bulb said, "Bing." Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. You're such a doll. You're so sweet. Yeah. I was like, when you was making your green juice, I was like, see, I need to be in my kitchen right now. I got a juicer. I was like, why did I get a juicer and that juice? And I got all these veggies in the kitchen and fruits. I got apples, all different kinds. I bought the variation apple pack with what's that? Granny apples and red delicious and a few other different kinds. And I would cut them up and put them in my juicer or either my blender and make a smoothie because I got blackberries in there. I got What did I get the other day? I got blueberries and strawberries. I got carrots. I got celery. So it's no excuse why I can't get into my juicing again. I mean, I buy all this stuff to do this and just don't, I waste stuff. And I say I gotta quit wasting stuff. I don't throw it out. I throw it in my super juice. I don't throw away anything. I'll find a way of using it, but I need to get more of these vitamins and stuff in there because after having pneumonia, I need to build my system back up again. So I really need to get back into my juicing, build my energy back up because I'm tired of laying around and just falling asleep for no reason at all, no energy. So if I'm going to get out in my garden and work the way I want to, I'm gonna have to step up my game and do better than what I'm doing. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah, it's 1:31. I'm not gonna try to do the 2 hours. I can feel myself slowing down. And so I just want to thank all you good folks that comes into my life. I appreciate the time that you take out of your day, whether you're listening in the bushes or whether you're just walking in and you're tired, you had a long day of work, you've been driving in your car, you got your families, you got some me time. You understand what I'm saying? And I do. So thank you for all your prayers and your well wishes. And I'm still healing, still got a ways to go. But I appreciate you. You guys keep me in your prayers and thought, and you just don't know how much this means to me. Hey, Wanda Cart Jones, how are you? Thank you, sweetie. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Yeah, that's my art. I am. I'm going to try to do that. And for everyone that's in my lives, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say thank you enough for keeping this old lady smiling. And you guys give me that little oomph to come in here on Thursday nights and keep it rolling. I'm starting to wind down. So I want to say good night to everyone. This is Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, Cleveland, Ohio, Zone B. Make sure you hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit, or like Mike say, a lot. And come back and see me next week, Thursday night, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock Eastern Standard